Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good evening. Hey, you guys, it is Todd, and welcome back to my channel where I help you guys stay uplifted, motivate you, and find peace amongst yourself. So I do apologize, you guys. Let me get my chair situated. For anybody who's new, my name is Ty. I promote mental health awareness here on YouTube, you guys, and I started my channel almost over 2 years ago, but I didn't take it seriously until the end of 2020. So welcome back to anybody who's joining me. My name is Ty. You guys can follow me on my Instagram and Twitter at Ty_guidance and on my Facebook at Talks with Ty to stay up to date. So really quickly, you guys, it is 6:05. Welcome back. Shout out to my number one fan, you guys. I figured out who you are. I'm not gonna expose you, but thank you so much. And I just ask that you continue to grow. I miss you too. You guys, this person here who's watching my video right now is my biggest fan. And yeah, like, I'm just so grateful for everyone who's been coming back, supporting me. Like, I know you miss me. I know you just want to see how I've been doing. I just want you to know that I'm doing well. I just got my hair done and my nails done, and that's how I started to live my best life. So once again, you guys, welcome back to my channel where I help you guys stay uplifted, motivate you, and find peace amongst yourself. You guys, like, I'm just so grateful that I have people who appreciate me and take their time and energy to learn how to appreciate themselves, because that's why people look up to you. People admire you, whether it's negative or positive, because of what you're doing, how you carry yourself, and how you choose to look at life. So once again, you guys, give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and make sure you guys are subscribed, as well as sharing this link, letting people know, and staying tuned for more videos in the future, as well as, like I said, follow me on my Instagram and Twitter at Ty_guidance and on my Facebook at Talks with Ty to stay up to date. So, hey, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start this video. Today is Friday. It is 6:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm near the nation's capital. Once again, I just got my hair done. It looked better yesterday. This morning, it was a little rough, but that's because the girl flat ironed it and put the gel down. So me personally, I just got to make sure it stays in touch. I'm not going nowhere. And then I got my nails done. So how do we start living our best lives? Well, for me, you guys, what has helped me along my journey was accept that my life is literally just me existing. So when it comes to mental health awareness, when it comes to living your best life, when it comes to figuring out how do you want to live your life or understand what you want to do differently, you have to accept that you are already doing the best that you can. So for like most people here on earth, you guys, if we were once children, on my page, I promote mental health awareness. My target audience is not for any age specifically, but due to the YouTube policy, I do not comply for kids. So I do suggest and advise that anybody from the ages of 13 roughly to 18, majority 18 depending on your maturity level, does watch my videos. But we were once children, you guys. So with that being said, as a child, you only knew what it was like to be a basic child, regardless if that was you just going to school, you had chores, you being involved in the sports team, whatever extracurricular activities you were in, you were exposed to whatever you're exposed to. You had the routine as a child. So most children do not have a lot of responsibilities. Some children do, some don't. Also depends on your environment and your exposure. And that comes back to us being children. In life, because we were all once children and we weren't all raised the same, all of us, when it comes to life and perspective, don't have the same resources or the same understanding. So know that everyone does not communicate in life. Everyone does not have the same views in life. How people agree and disagree is rooted from what people's preferences are. So how do you get a preference? How do you decide what you like or what you don't like? Once again, influences. So in life, know that nothing changes and that your environment is based off of your influences. So if you live in an urban, which is predominantly cultured area, you may be exposed to more people who are more urban, like comparing to living in a predominantly suburban area. And once again, you guys, I look up keywords. You guys could Google those keywords. But if you live in an area, let's just say where it's predominantly Hispanic versus where it's predominantly Caucasian, you're not going to have the same environment, same atmosphere, and same energy that you would in an all urban or one or the other. So know that when it comes to living your best life, you want to accept where your environment is, how you carry yourself, and what you've been exposed to. So living your best life, how do you start living your best life? Go back to where you were born. Go back to your roots. Now, what if you're like, well, Ty, I didn't grow up the best. I had a mom who was in and out of jail. My dad died when I was 3. My grandma was on drugs. Okay, guess what? I just want to say congratulations. You're not the only person whose parent was on drugs. You're not the only person who did not have a dad. You're not the only person who had to grow up being raised by your aunts and your uncle. There are over so many people on this earth, you guys, that people don't even know that one, they're not alone and they're not the only person who's going through their problems. So, what I suggest and advise is going back to your childhood. See how you were raised, see what you were exposed to, see how it made you feel and how did you affected yourself. What I've realized when it comes to living your best life, for me now, you guys, I had to experience, I had to grow, and I had to have opportunities. So when it comes to living your best life, what I suggest and advise is humbling yourself. In order for you to get to the next day, you had to live through the day. So what I suggest and advise when it comes to figuring out how you want to live your best life is accept what has happened to you throughout the years of your life and throughout the days. Now that because moments in our life, our past, no longer exist, I would suggest and advise on reflecting on your emotions that may have caused you trauma, suffering, or any type of pain. And the only reason why I say to work on those areas when it comes to figuring out who you are and how you want to live your best life is because a lot of us suffer with mental illnesses due to past trauma or due to not having the emotional intelligence to communicate, express yourself, or feel. A lot of people think that you're just supposed to brush your shoulders off every single time something happens to you, and some people think you're just supposed to smile all day long. No. What has helped me along my way and what I've realized in life, that's just you want to have a balance. You want to be able to smile at life, but sometimes you want to be sad and let the tears fall. You don't want to have one more than the other because one more than the other is just going to outweigh itself. And the same thing with life, you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. You don't just have a set stone life. Nobody does. If so, our lives would not be as complicated, problematic, or chaotic. All the stuff that's going on in the world wouldn't have to be necessary. So what has helped me along my journey, like I said, is to step one, reflect back on your childhood, look back on your influences. So for me, how I grew up, I was very privileged. I didn't realize how privileged I was until my father passed away. I had to look at my environment, I had to look at my education, I had to look at what I was exposed to. For me, to be where I was from and compared to some people where I was, like I said, my parents, middle class people, they did the best that they could. And for me, like I said, growing up, I didn't realize how privileged I was until my privileges were taken away from me. And what has helped me along my journey was to realize how ungrateful I was. Now, I'm not saying that you're ungrateful or that you never appreciate anything in life and that you guys are mean, but for me personally, because when it comes to mental health awareness, when it comes to living your best life, you have to be honest with yourself. I'm talked with Ty, you guys. This is my channel. This is what I promote. And very honest with myself. Growing up, I was very hard headed and I did not listen. Not because I didn't have a level of comprehension or felt like I just could be rebellious, but I didn't know how. And because of my rebellious nature, it caused me to learn the hard way. My father, before he passed away, was the one who explained this to me. He's been trying to tell me before he passed away, and it wasn't until he passed away that everything he said to me is starting to make sense. And me being a young lady, becoming the adult that I need to be, for me to continue to grow on is starting to connect, it's starting to align. And that's the same thing. When it comes to living your best life, you have to understand how do you align yourself to get better and know that you have to move forward from somewhere. So just like me, I was once a young baby Ty. I was 3, I was 5, I was 10, I was 13, I was 18, I was 16, I was 21, I'm 24 now. So as I've gone through all my experiences, I've had a lot of things happen to me, good and bad. I barely graduated high school, but I did get a diploma. So for some people who never graduated high school, I did something further for some people. I've never been to college, so I don't have a degree. So same thing for the people who been to college who have a degree. I don't have one. You're going to have things and opportunities and experiences in life that other people have been exposed to that some people may not. What has helped me along my journey was to accept that. Accept the fact that I didn't go to college and some people and everybody else went to college. It's okay. When it comes to living your best life, you have to live your best life for you. What are you living your life for anybody else for? There's so many influences. People are going to try their best to tell you who you are, what they think about you. What I've realized, like I said, is to look back on who you were. What do you like about yourself? What has helped you grow in your life? What didn't you like about your past that's making you feel like you're still suffering? For me, verbally communicating myself. I did not have the emotional intelligence to verbally communicate what I'm doing now. This is one why I started this channel, and two, for me to grow. In my past, I was raised, my parents were very strict, very old traditional immigrants. They only knew what they knew type environment. So that's how I was raised. I didn't know how to, express myself. Not saying that my parents didn't know how either, but my parents were young and their parents were young. So if you only know, let's just say Spanish, and you're trying to talk and teach someone Spanish and they only speak English, It may be frustrating, it may be overwhelming, it may seem like, "Oh my gosh," you have to understand that you have to be patient, you have to take time, and that's what I would suggest in advice is being patient with yourself. Learning to be patient with yourself and accept the fact that things happen to you in your life that you may not have liked or may not have served you or felt like you deserved it, but know that it's happened and that's how it's going to affect you. Understand that things in your life are the reasons from your consequences and your actions. So today's Friday. Today is Friday, April 23rd, 2000, and I almost said 18, 2021. So for me, you guys, the example, I started this channel originally July 2019, I think it was July 17th. My first video now is doing a lot better, but originally when I first started my channel, I was very outgoing. I was living in Colorado. I've been living in Colorado for some years now. I was 21, 22, living on my own, very excited. And that was before I had gotten to a relationship that I will be talking about soon because that's something that plays a part with mental health awareness and something I'm still currently dealing with. Was I got into a relationship, I met someone, you guys, and I allowed myself to lose myself being with someone. And because I lost myself, I started to not care about myself and my value and my mental health just started to spiral back down from where it was. Previously, I had lost my job, I lost my father, I was homeless, I got kicked out, I didn't have the best relationship with my mom or anybody. So understand that in life, you're going to have trials and tribulations. The goal is to realize every single time that something is affecting you, whether it's good or bad, to see how you react. Our reactions, our attitude is determining how we carry ourselves and our character, and that builds our character, that builds our confidence, that helps us improve our mental health. In order for you to have intelligence, you have to understand, you have to learn. You have to fall and suffer those. So, like I just sat there and said, I went through all of these things. Every single day, people are going to go through things every single day for your entire life, even afterwards, even if I get to my goal, I'm going to have more of a problem because I'm going to have more of attention, more of a bigger audience, more people worrying about you. When it comes to living your best life, you have to live your life for you. Like, for example, you guys, there are people who do not like me. There are people who don't like you. Like this person here, this person, you love me. I know who you are too, but you love me. People are not going to take their time and energy to worry about you if you're doing what you're supposed to do. Live your life for you. There are people who do not like me because I wake up and I live my life for me. That's a personal problem that they have, but I've accepted that people are going to have personal problems. People are going to go out their way, watch what you're doing, see what you're doing, talk badly about you. And you guys, don't take it personal. The people that talk about me are in groups talking about me. I'm doing something. I deserve a pat on my back. I have people worried, breaking their necks to see what I'm going to do, to see what I'm going to look like, to see what they can and cannot do, but are not comfortable with themselves. Live your life. People are going to talk. People talk about me all day, every day, but I'm beautiful. So I give them a reason. I smile. I don't have to be mean or nasty or let people take their comments about me personal because they don't know themselves. And that's another thing. When it comes to living your best life, don't take advice or listen to people who don't want to live their best lives for themselves. In order for you to live your best life, you have to want good for yourself. I want good for myself. So what am I doing this whole month and so far on my channel? I've been promoting mental health awareness for you all as well as myself. I've been holding myself accountable. I've been doing things that I said I was going to do. Like when it comes to living your best life, you have to figure out what it is that you want for your life. Like if you don't even know what you want for your life, how do you expect to live your best life? How do you expect to achieve a goal if you don't have a plan, an idea, no effort, or no energy? You can't. And there's nothing wrong with saying that you're not ready because you don't want to say in life, oh, I can't do this. You want to say, how can I get to this? How or what do I need to do? That was my problem. I never said that I couldn't get nowhere or I never doubted myself. It was just like, how do I get things done? Like this person here, like this male, you guys, like people will want to see you. Here's a kiss. I hope you're having a great day. Like people are taking time and energy, you guys. Like this person here. If this person here, is like I said, is not taking this information for him, he's not going to be able to live his life because I can't do anything for him other than give information for him to take. And hopefully, like I said, he's writing this stuff down. I hope you're taking notes. Like I hope you got your pen and paper. Like I know, yeah, like I said, I know you are. I hope you're taking notes. Like know that I see you. I know who you are. Like I said, I've been, yeah. Like know that, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like I said, like you want to live your best life for you. This person here, this male in the chat right now. He needs to become better for himself. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna watch Talks with Ty because he knows Talks with Ty is beautiful. Talks with Ty loves herself. Talks with Ty has the confidence that they don't have for themselves. People are not gonna watch my videos trying to uplift themselves if they don't believe in me and don't think that I would want better for myself. And even the people who are hating secretly, it's the same energy. If not, they need it 10 times more. So for all my haters, please watch my videos and please take them. That like you can continue to still hate on me and say whatever you want to. I don't it's not gonna affect me. When you live your best life, what other people say and do about you is just how they feel. People don't know you one on one, so don't allow things to be taken personal. You can't live your best life if you're worried about what someone's saying about you on the internet. Once again, if people are talking about me, a group of people in a group chat or having a conversation about me, and I've never done nothing for none of these people yet. They don't have nothing to do with themselves. So me personally, like I said, if you're my hater, I'm gonna put on the show and make sure you get paid $1 million because that's your job. Everyone's not gonna like you. Everyone is not gonna like you. People are not gonna always gonna like you. How do I know? Because I'm getting close to where I need to be, and I'm upsetting a lot of people because a lot of people are not comfortable with themselves. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. So for anybody who needs to hear this, it's not my problem that you do not like me because I don't know you, you don't know me. Whatever personal problem that you have towards yourself, you need to, what I suggest advise, you watch the videos, you take the notes, and you practice daily. If not, continue to hate. Nothing is going to change in life unless you change for yourself. My subscribers, for you all, the people that I'm making these videos for, the people who come back, the people who are telling me that they're getting notebooks, they're the people who DM me on my Instagram. What I suggest and advise is that we start taking ourselves more seriously. We got to hold ourselves more accountable. You guys, so far this month, I'm very proud of myself. I did it. So far, I'm doing what I said I needed to do. 1 month in, we have the rest of this year, the rest of our life to continue to grow. In order for you to become better with yourself, you have to acknowledge what is you're not doing with yourself. So for me, I wasn't being as consistent. I wasn't 100% motivated. I wasn't surrounding myself with the people who I needed to be around. Surround yourself with people who want you to be on the same page as you. Stop hanging out with people who are on a low frequency. Cut everybody off. I've cut a lot of people off, and I have no problem saying that. All the people that think they're my friends, they're not. I have two associates that I speak to. Two people, two associates. They know who they are. I texted one of them today. I texted her and I let her know. Other than that, everybody else is people that they used to know. So if you thought you knew me, you're right. You knew of me. You don't know who I am. Every single day, I am a new person because mentally I challenge myself. I change myself every day. You cannot make excuses for yourself because nobody's going to come and help you. Nobody's going to come and save you. How do you live your best life? Accept your reality. Accept that you had to go from somewhere in order to get somewhere. In order for it to be tomorrow, it had to be a yesterday. In order for today to be today, it had to be yesterday, the day before. Nothing in life is going to stay set in stone. Nothing in life can last in forever. And because nothing lasts forever and nothing's set in stone, life is about flexibility and creating. Literally existing. We are here to eat, sleep, and poop and recreate. The purpose of life is to reproduce. That's why we have X and Y chromosomes. People are able to perceive and give life. Life. Let's really quickly. I know you guys probably heard of the word life. And I'm like, oh, Ty, I know what life, but what is the definition of life? What is a life? What does it mean to live? Like, what is live? Live, let's see. This is live. Live. Definition. So yeah, it's something we do. We're verbs. It says to live is to remain alive, to reside. It says to make one's home in a particular place or reside. So it says microbiology. So we're microbiologists, you guys. We are containing of various bacteria from the sky. Once again, this is a universe. We live on a universe. The purpose of life is to live. Stop making your life harder than what it needs to be. Accept where you are and learn to appreciate yourself. Be grateful when you wake up. Are you grateful? Or are you waking up like, oh my gosh, it's hot today? You didn't even go outside, but just because you heard that it's hot, now you're complaining. In order for you to live your best life, you should want better for yourself. I can't tell you guys what to feel. I can't tell you how to feel. I don't know what you all been through. So at the end of the day, life is also going to be made from your decision makings and how you choose to handle them. Once again, I practice daily. I look at myself every single day in the mirror, like every single day physically. I have a mirror right here, right now, like every day. And I'm like, Ty, you know what? Like yesterday, got my hair done. I feel even more girlier now. Like nobody can tell me nothing. I know I'm pretty. Not because I have hair or I have nails, but because my inside, this is just a ponytail. It's not my hair, it's fake hair. It's a ponytail. Who you are inside and out should not be any different from how you carry yourself and how you live your life. If you take away the ponytail, if you took away the nails, who is Talks with Ty at the end of the day? Who are you? Like, you coming here, sir. If you're not watching Talks with Ty videos, like, what are you doing with yourself? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, what are you doing? Did you do something productive today? Like, or did you just not do anything with yourself and just was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch this video? Know your intentions. When you wake up, know your intentions. What do you want to do today? How do you want to go about your day? Somebody says something you don't like, okay, don't respond. Learn to listen to respond and not reply. If somebody says something to you and you feel the need to automatically, no, wait a second. I had to realize that yesterday. I was going to get my hair done. I went to a salon. I didn't have a problem with the lady that was doing my hair. It was good. I guess the owner came in. I've already talked about it. I was miscommunication between the owner and the owner's client and me. I asked a question. The question turned into altercation. Literally miscommunication. Things are gonna happen. I didn't personally was like, oh yeah, like let this get to me. Like you see, I woke up the next day. Yeah, my hair's not exactly how I needed it to be, but that lady's gonna live her life and still be at her little shop, and I'm still here. There are gonna be people who like you and don't. There are people who, like I said, people who watch my stories, people who watch my channel, people who, intentionally go out their way to see what I'm doing. I don't do nothing for them. Like, like people who are just gonna do that. Like people are gonna go out their way, you guys, and you can't do anything for them. Like people will see, as you guys can see, watch videos just to see what you're saying, just what you're doing, just because who you are. So you might as well learn to live your best life for you. I'm living my best life for me, and that's why it bothers people. That's why everyone's not gonna like me. And as I get to where I need to be, that's gonna be a problem for a lot of other people. That's not Ty's problem. That's not my problem. That's not your problem. Why do you get to not be as high as you need to be because everybody else around you is low? If people care about you and support you, they would want to uplift themselves as well. You have to keep that in mind. I don't surround myself with people who are low frequency vibration. That's why I'm by myself, like, and I'm okay. I am okay. Like I said, there's only two people I associate myself with. Other than that, we're not friends. I don't want you around me. If you're not uplifting me, financing me, trying to understand me, I don't need you around me. Because I am living my best life. How do I live my best life? By hanging around people who want me to be around me, and vice versa. I'm not having a conversation with somebody who doesn't want to listen or want to be patient to understand why. I say, if you want to disagree, if you just want to complain, you just want to think everything that I'm saying is a problem, go against it. By all means, do that. Do you, brother? Do you? I'm not going to stop you. You have your own life and your own problems to live. And same thing with me, you guys. That's why I don't tell people how to feel. No one can tell me how to feel. So, like that lady, I had to realize the reason why it was a problem for her because I was trying to express myself and she didn't want to talk about it. Like, I understand that when something is addressed and you understand it, you should let it go. But if someone's trying to express how they feel and you try to invalidate it, that just goes to show that she doesn't even take herself seriously to communicate her problem. So, when I try to address what I was trying to say, that's why she didn't want to hear it. And I had to realize, you know what? Like you said, if you're not even patient enough to understand what I'm saying, like what is the purpose of the conversation? Once I realized it, like I said, I stopped talking. I went about my business and I kept moving forward. I'm still going to live my best life. Like I said, my haters, I give them what they ask for. You don't like me? That's a personal problem. Oh, she got her hair done. I am beautiful. You think I'm all that. I never said that I thought I was all that. That's what you're saying. I don't pick my nose in other people's fences or in their grass because I don't even have a lawnmower. I'm not maintenance service. I'm not cutting your grass at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't wake up and think, oh my gosh, I wonder what my people who don't like me, let me go. Like, no, no. How do you live your best life? Smile, get your hair done, get your nails done. Do what makes you happy. I'm talks with Ty. I don't care how anybody feels towards me because nobody wants to take the time to know me. So once again, if you're not genuine, if you're not my subscriber, if you're not trying to become better with yourself, hi, you're just like everyone else here on this earth. You're not different, no less, no better, or no equal than anybody else. On my channel, I'm here to promote mental health awareness, positivity, let people know that they're not by yourself. If you can't respect that, you don't like that I have good energy because I'm a genuine person and I genuinely want people to feel good about themselves so they know that, hey, that they're not alone and they can be genuine too. I don't know what to tell you. Live your best life for you. People are like I said, people talk about you. People talk about me all the time, you guys. Like people watch my stories. I don't even follow them. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Like I've been stopped following people. People will watch what I'm doing and have no idea, but because they're so concerned with me and not concerned with themselves, they don't even realize. And what you focus on is what you become. So if you don't like someone, but you keep watching their stories or their videos to see what they're saying on their channel, you're going to form an obsession. And then it's going to be even harder for you because any and everything that person do is going to get underneath your skin. Don't allow other people to get underneath your skin when you already have your personal problems. You lost your job, you lost your mom, you lost your arm. Why would you take your mind to worry about someone who doesn't want you to do well? I don't worry about people who don't want me to do well. I don't concern myself. The people that talk about me, once again, a group of them, me by myself. I love me. I just took a shower. Like I got my hair done. I'm living my best life. Today is April 23rd. Like we are 23 days in. Congratulations, Ty, because you're just getting started. Ty, you're just getting started. Look, in due time, give myself a couple months because I'm showing up. I'm back and I'm better. I'm living my best life for me because not my haters. Your haters are not gonna come. My haters did not pay for my wig. My haters didn't pay for my nails. The people that did not like me, they're not liking my videos. They're watching them like you're watching because, you don't have nothing else to do. But they're not liking my videos. They're just going to watch them, not knowing that they're watching my videos. They're increasing my watch hours. But once again, to each his own. That's not my job. It's not my business, or is it my problem? Live your life for you. You reflect. Look at what you're exposed to. You see, I'm in an environment. I don't like the environment where I'm at. What do I have to do? I'm starting to make myself very uncomfortable so I can become comfortable. Reflect. How do you start living your best life? Reflect and accept. Reflect and accept. Say it with me. Reflect and accept. Everybody in the comments, we're gonna put accept and reflect. So let's do this real quick. So reflect. Say it with me. Reflect and accept. Okay, people in the comments, say it with me. I'm gonna wait for the people in the comments to say it with me. But reflect and accept. Like, okay, so it's only one person in the chat right now. Okay. Let's see who it is. Let's see who it is. Let's see. Okay, you guys. So I'm not gonna say who it is, but it's a guy. I'm just gonna say he lives in America. So just know I can see right now. So you guys reflect and accept. People, like I said, people are really gonna try their best. You can't let those people get to you. Like, people are really gonna go out your way, you guys. And I had to learn it the hard way. The people that I wanted to do well for, the people I was willing to do, they're so willing to stab me in my back. They were so willing to see me fall. And that's another thing. People are gonna do that, you guys. People don't know themselves. So if you know who you are, especially a woman, you're considered intimidating. I'm intimidating too. I don't know why. I've never hurt nobody. I'm 5'4" and I only weigh 110 pounds. Like, I'm not that tall, you guys. I'm not that tall. I'm not that big. Like, I'm not. It looks like I'm tall, but the what's it called? My computer desk. Let me see. Okay, so you guys can see my room, but like, I'm the same size like as this thing. I'm not nobody to be afraid of, intimidated by. Like, I'm a regular person. Okay, you guys, like, learn to appreciate yourself. Learn to know your worth. Like, it really hurts my feelings that People that I know personally, my peers, they feel like they're in competition or they feel like they have to compare themselves. And it's just like, none of them are me. E- Oh my gosh, like you are always gonna have a mental blockage. Accept yourself, reflect on yourself. How do you start living your best life? Stop comparing yourself to other people. People compare them, you're comparing your lows to someone's high. So for example, for anybody who's jealous of me, if a female thinks she's not pretty and then sees that I have my hair and my nails done, you're comparing your low, your ugly or bitterness to my glamorous. You're gonna feel horrible all the time about yourself, and you're never going to like me. Why would you want to do that to yourself? You did not ask to be born. You did not ask to be born into the family you are with, or the environment you're there with, or your resources. So, why make your life more problematic and difficult if you can live for you? So, what are we going to do? How do we start going about living for ourselves? Number one, what I would suggest and advise when it comes to living our best lives, reflect and accept. Reflect on everything that you went through and accept everything that you went through. Once you learn how to reflect and make the decisions, you'll see behavior patterns. In life, nothing changes, just influences and the timing of the season and the reason, because life is about lessons and blessings. Because literally, we're here to live, we're here to exist, we're here to breathe, sleep, reproduce, and use the restroom. Literally, all the extra stuff, that's a want. As long as you eat, you have shelter, you have food, you have clothes. Anything else is a want. You put your time and energy. Oh, I want this person to like me. Oh, I want this girl to like me. I'm gonna go get my hair. Like, I'm gonna go dress and do certain things. Like, you're impressing all these other people who don't even worry about you or care about you. Impress the people and worry about people you want to like. So, like my subscribers, my only friends are my subscribers. If you're not a subscriber and you're not genuine, you think I'm going to take my time and my energy out of my life and I have all my own personal problems to worry or consume about you? No. So, number one, start focusing on yourself. In order for you to live your best life, you have to focus on yourself. Number two, you have to accept that you came from somewhere. Like I said, in order for tomorrow to exist, yesterday had to be here. Start living in your present day. Stop living in your past. That was my biggest thing. Learn to accept your past. It no longer exists. Learn to accept your past. It no longer exists. Ty, that sounds harsh. Ty, I can't believe you just said that to me. The longer you live in your past that no longer exists, the ongoing, your life is going to go on, and you will never realize that you're in a present moment, and you will no longer realize what is in front of you, and you don't get to see, you're not going to be able to feel because you are not who and where you need to be. Your future is not going to be created unless you start to do something throughout the present day. Your future does not come from your past. Your future comes from the moment. It's not your past. Your past is a moment that no longer exists. You cannot go back in time. Now, it's easier said than done, but find a way to practice. My personal 3 techniques that I have and I suggest, and I will be offering eventually on my services. Number one, the mirror technique. People swear up and down like you're watching these videos. To me, the best one is the mirror technique. But what do I know? You guys, like, seriously, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at you. If you can't even look your own self in your own face, babe, how's anybody supposed to see who you are or appreciate yourself if your head is always down? You always got your head down. You always got your shoulders slouched. No, raise your head. See how beautiful you are and smile. You can't even look your own self in the face. That's an issue. That's a red flag. Big red flag. Because now when people try to take advantage of you, it's easy. It's easy. If somebody doesn't have any worth or feels low, and then somebody says, oh yeah, this person really isn't, Oh, baby, you about to fold. You're gonna crash. You're gonna crumble. You're weak. And it's okay to be weak because everyone's not strong. And in order to be strong, you had to be weak. I was once extremely weak. And I have no problem saying that. I had to realize I was low. I allowed somebody else to make me feel bad about myself because I wasn't 100% comfortable or sure with how I was carrying myself. You have to know and accept things that happen to you. And once I realize now, you think I will ever allow someone to come into my life to try to treat me like that or make me feel some type of way? Absolutely not. I learned my worth. And when you learn your worth and you practice your worth and you look at yourself and you tell yourself every day, I'm going to know my worth, it's not no longer a thought, it's your reality because this is what you're telling yourself. So this is what you're going to do. Do what you say. Do what you say you're going to do. You don't want to look in the mirror? Okay, cool. You're not there yet, and that's fine because that mirror thing, it's serious. I'm serious about myself. I'm serious about my mental health. If I could look at myself and be like, look, these are the flaws and this is what's good, I could do that. You don't want to start there? Number two, get a piece of paper, get a piece of notebook paper, a pen, it doesn't matter, some type of writing utensil, some type of spread of sheet of paper, whatever, pros and cons about yourself. And if you want to be detailed about specific things in your life, go ahead. But start off with your attitude. Then go with your behavior. Then go with your character. What do you like about yourself? What don't you like? And be honest. So, number one, scratch both of those. Be honest. In order to live your best life, you have to be honest. If you cannot be honest, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time. I had to accept the fact that the people around me that don't like me but is rebel, they don't have nothing else to do, so they're going to pick on me because my energy and how I carry myself, it disturbs them. You would think these people have way more financially stable, have everything else around, and you're like, why do they still hate on me? It's because how I carry myself. People don't carry themselves the way that I do, and that's why they hate on it. They're like, oh, who does she think she is? I don't think I'm nobody. That's what you thought of me. But because you don't think nothing of yourself, you have to point a finger. When you're comfortable with yourself, people who love themselves don't go around saying, oh, that person right there, they just don't got, what do I look like? I shouldn't even have that thought and energy. But the fact that people don't realize you are what you concern yourself with. So if you're gossiping and gossiping and gossiping with people about, let's just say somebody, y'all are putting all this energy on this person that you guys are talking about is out living their best life while you guys are having a tea party. Like my people don't like me. They're in groups. I'm a goddess. Like I got a lot of power. Like people are praising me for the wrong reasons, not knowing that all you're doing is showing your insecurities and your flaws, but you don't realize you're making yourself less and less of who you are. The more power you give to the person you don't like, the more beautiful that person's going to become. And people don't realize that you don't have to show how ugly you are because your character will speak for you. If you don't want your character to be ugly, if you don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, you're really insecure, or to talk badly about you, accept yourself and accept that people are going to say things about you. You cannot control what people say about you. If people want to sit here and say you're insecure, okay. Like if you're not insecure, why would you feel any type of way about it? Oh, well, this person said that they don't know me. What? Say that again. Say that again, but say it slowly. This person was talking about me, but they don't know me. To me, logically, there's no correlation. That's not going to sit well with me. If somebody doesn't know me but feels comfortable to have a conversation about me, you think I'm going to take that to my little heart that I need to breathe? You guys think I'm going to take that personal? Do you think, does it look like I'm going to take somebody personal who does not know me but is trying to bring me? I am gasping for air because never in my life, never on this universe, never have I ever in my life, and never will I start to. Why? Because, like I said, you guys, I've always been a logical type of person. I have never, ever, ever in my life have ever, ever, ever sat there Seen a female and was just like, oh, I wish I looked like her. I cannot look like nobody other than Talks with Ty. All Talks with Ty can do now is just be like, okay, well, I don't like the way my head is shaped. Maybe I could learn to embrace what you like about yourself. Don't do something because you see somebody else is doing it. If you don't like your head shape and you see that Kim Kardashian just got her jaw done because she wanted to be slimmer, don't get Botox. Get Botox because you know what? You don't like the structure of your jawline. And because you are like, you know what? It's not bad, but this is something that I feel like I can embrace. Get it done and fix it for yourself. Have a mind of your own. Because if not, you're going to be influenced and you're going to have a lot of insecurities. You're going to have a lot of problems when it comes to yourself because you can't even think for yourself. That's why it's so important to know who you are. That's why I look at myself every single day. If I can't look at myself, seriously, you know how easy it is for people to be taken advantage of because they don't know who they are. They don't have a mind of their own. It's not hard. And because we're in America, at least, you guys, mass manipulation, people want to have control and power. And where I live, there's a lot of people who have both. And they may not have the best intentions when it comes to a whole collectively. And if you don't have a mind of your own, and then you have these people in charge of the world, what do you expect about the society, in the people, in the environment? How do you think your society is going to be ran? What do you think? Why do you guys think? I don't watch the news. I don't need to watch the news. I could go down the street. Live your life for you. Accept yourself. I have scoliosis. I got into a car accident. I'm getting surgery soon. At first, I used to be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, like my shoulders, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm alive. Be grateful. Reflect and accept. I got into an accident that literally 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 extra seconds, it would have been my life. I would not be here right now making these videos. 2 extra seconds. Here I am. Yes, my body, it did have a major effect mentally, physically. Yes, all of that good trauma, all of that good. But guess what? As much as I suffered, I am alive. And if you're like, oh my gosh, well, you just said that you have scoliosis and you have joint problems and your body's not, you don't physically, I'm alive. That's the biggest problem. We are so ungrateful. Stop being ungrateful. Us Americans as a whole, I'm not saying everybody, but overall, we are ungrateful. We have running water. We have McDonald's. Let's just say we get to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A and they forgot the Polynesian and the Chick-fil-A sauce. You would throw it in the trash. There are people in other countries and other places who don't even have the same accesses and resources to eat what we have. And we just threw away the mood all because he didn't have the sauce or they forgot extra pickles. Learn to be grateful. In order for you to live your best life, you have to appreciate what you already have. How do you expect things to get better or for your life to last the way you want it to if you don't even appreciate yourself or think that your life could get better? Your life is never going to get better unless you change your mind. Why? Because life is just you existing. If nobody told you, I'm going to tell you. If nobody told you, if you go outside, you guys, we cannot go nowhere. All of us equally here are on this globe together. There's a lot of stuff in this world. So what can you do since everybody is not going to be able to do everything for themselves? Play your part. Live your best life. Over 3.5 billion people here in America. It's over a lot of people. So many people come and go onto this planet every single day. If nobody told you, you need to start living for yourself. There's so many people, like I said, people are going to come and go. It's up to you to figure out what are you going to do for yourself. You're going to watch other people live their life. You're going to watch other people do things, or you're going to do the stuff that you want to do because you, like I said, it's 3 point. You see people doing what you want to do. You want a car? You want to move, you already know people that live in Hawaii. You already know people who drive a G-Wagon because you look up to them. You're inspired because you once had the thought for yourself. Everything is in front of you. Everything is in front of you. How do you get it? You have to go through trials and tribulations to figure out a plan and know that it's on your time. Stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself to people. Stop comparing yourself to people. Learn to love yourself. Learn to appreciate yourself. Get to know who you are. I had to get comfortable with this body. I have scoliosis. I had to get comfortable. I had to get why? Because one, immediately I didn't know I had scoliosis. I didn't know how bad the accident was. I didn't realize how scarred and damaged my body was until I was like, let me go to the doctors, and I realized. Be grateful. I could be dead right now. I've lost my friend Nadia. She passed away. She got into a really bad accident. Last time I talked to her was 5 days before she got into an accident. You have no idea when you're going to go. Life is too short. Life is too short to not be living your best life for you. Stop trying to please people. Stop trying to go out your way to make everybody else happy. When's the last time they made you happy? And how do I know, you guys? That was my biggest problem. I never needed a man in my life because I could be my own man. I could support myself. Learn to appreciate yourself. I don't need to find someone to make me happy if I make myself happy. Because when you depend on people, you have fear. You start to form anxiety. Happiness comes within. Yes, you want to be around people to have similarities to inspire you and build, but you have to get that and get to have that for yourself first, because you trying to find you and somebody else, your relation, it's gonna keep going in and out. Your relationship is not going to last. You're not going to have a foundation. You're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to build, because this entire time you were looking for you and you already had you. You just didn't realize or appreciate yourself. And because you didn't appreciate yourself, you didn't know yourself. You spent all this time, and now look, you're burnt out. You lost the person that you're with, and you're really more now in a fret or more in a burden because you couldn't appreciate yourself. Yes, people are good. Yes, it's good to form relationships. I'm not saying that you should not be in a relationship. You can't form a relationship, or that you should not want to be with people because they don't make you happy. That's not what I'm saying. You want people around you because they respect you. You guys have similarities and you have a bond. The same energy is transpired. Like, it's mutual. But if you're not comfortable with yourself and you think, oh, I just want this person to love me and appreciate me, when they leave you or when they go somewhere, how do you carry yourself? What are you going to do for yourself? You don't even know how to be dependent of your own self. Take care of yourself because you're so codependent of somebody else. People are not going to be in your life forever. I learned that the hard way. I learned that the person that I thought I needed the most passed away, my father. People are not always going to be in your life forever. You cannot depend on nobody. People are not going to be in your, and once again, oh my gosh, this sounds harsh. I'm telling you, because this is where I'm at right now. I'm getting to where I need to be. Anybody who wants to come and understand, this is the truth. As you get older, so does time. If nobody told you, you are more an adult than you are a child. No one is going to tell you, because, like a lot of people who are young, they do young things. If you don't have the proper guidance, the resources, the tools, you're going to be like everybody else in society. And it's not until years go by, 30, 40 years, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. People passed away, people had kids, your kids had kids, like, in all these years that you spent, how did any of that come back and benefit you or got you to where you needed to be? How did that, after everything that you went through, When do you start to put yourself first? When you're dead, when you're dying, and you don't want to wait. I've never met nobody, but from my experiences, you don't want to wait till you're dead or your deathbed when you're getting older, when your body is to start to go out to feel miserable or mad about or angry. Because when you're gone, once you are gone, you guys, that's it. A lot of people act like we live twice. Like, I don't know who some of you all think that when it comes to people, that people are going to just live like 5 times. No, you live once. You don't get to we don't get magic genies. That's in movies. And that's the problem. The same people, that's the same thing. The reality, the illusion. Disney Channel was created for the television, entertainment. So they have you all thinking, oh, happily ever after. No, happily ever after starts with you. This is a television. This is a movie. This is created. They spent trillions and millions of dollars to put this thought and this idea in your mind. That's what I'm saying. Your influences. It is so easily to distract or manipulate somebody who does not have enough sense to realize, hey, this is a movie. And realistically, because they paid trillions of people, and they're actresses and actresses. Like, hello, you guys, movie stars, actresses, and actors. These people are good at what they're doing. You're going to make it seem like that's their job. People go to school to become professional actors and actors. That's their job. In real life, people, I'm pretty sure, have a different personality. So when they play their characters, it's easier for them. Because I've seen like Taraji P. Henson, Will Smith, you guys, in their interviews talk about the characters they played and how they had to get in tune. Like, they'll tell you, these celebrities, these actresses and actors, they will tell you. And you guys know, if you know, you know, you have people like Will Smith, the people who are really famous and who are very powerful. They're telling you certain things about their exposures because their reality and what they thought their life was and how they've been exposed. And same thing, even the celebrities. Nobody is less or more, because at the end of the day, if you're born on this universe, just like everybody else, you're a human being. You're a body. Your body is you. Your mind, your soul, your energy. We're microblades. You guys see, we're microblades. We're energy. We're made up from fibers. We're stars. Come from a universe. That's the definition of life. So really quickly, for those life, it says to be we're microbiologies. We're microbiology. So to live, we're a virus or bacteria that's living in attain or strain. It says to live. It says to remain alive, to exist. We're existing. To survive in someone's mind. It says to only he lived on. So we're to live. Oh, sorry, you guys. Hold on. Live. Live. It says it's a verb. It says to remain alive. The doctor said she only had 6 months to live. This is Google definition. Google, general, standard. Once again, everybody has Google. All 7 continents. All of us are on this little planet equally together. None of us are less. None of us are more. This is the general definition for general human beings, because that's what we are. We're not cats. We're not dogs. We're not the birds. We're not the dolphins or all the other sea creatures that live in the water, because that's another thing. There is life in the water. There are fishes. There are sharks. There are whales. There are tigers. There is so much life. The trees have life. The sun has life. Everybody else is living their lives. You see a bird, and that's another thing. And this is what I'm going to end off the video. A bird or a dog. Cats, they do what they want. Dogs, they bark at who they want. Birds they don't worry about birds don't worry about sharks. A bird could fly away. If a bird doesn't want to be bothered with no more, it's going to fly away. We can't fly. People, we can't fly. We can go on airplanes and go in the sky, but physically, it is impossible. And if you guys know anybody who flies, Don't comment down below because that would scare me. But if you do know, hey, maybe you know something I don't know. But I've never seen anybody fly before. I've never seen a human being fly. So the same energy that the bird has, you're not a bird. Know your worth. Appreciate yourself. Practice daily. In order to live your best life, you have to practice. That's like learning how to ride a bike. You have to practice learning how to. If you want to become a singer, you could teach yourself how to sing. You want to learn how to dance, you could teach yourself how to do anything. You have to have the energy and you have to have the patience and you want to have to be disciplined. Those are the three strategies to achieving what you want: patience, practice, and discipline. Why do you need to be patient? You need to be patient because you need to understand what it is that you're trying to achieve. If you don't know why you need to be patient, why would you have to be patient in the first place? Discipline. Now, once you've accepted that you need to practice your patience, you need to start applying it. If you're impatient, you're impulsive, you're quick to react, discipline yourself. Start working out, start coping, start taking an attitude, start affecting, and then practice. In order to see results, you have to keep doing it. You have to be consistent. You have to start. You have to stop. How do you know what you're good at or what you're not good at if you don't try? You're never going to know. You're not going to know, and no one's going to tell you either. People are going to talk about you. Let them talk about you. Worry about yourself. Focus. Once again, the people that are in groups talking about me are in a group talking about me. I'm patting myself on the back. I'm the topic of discussion and I'm not even where I need to be. So imagine when I get to where I need to be. People are really going to actually have a reason to say what the things that they wanted to say. I'm not where I need to be, but people feel comfortable. Let them. Because at the end of the day, when those people realize that all Ty was just trying to do was inform them, or Ty was just being Ty, they're going to realize that they're not Ty. So in reality, people are going to realize, people know what they do, you guys. People know how they feel about themselves. If you're a hater, if you're jealous, if you don't have no genuine intentions, when somebody who's doing well and good comes around you, you're going to feel some type of way deep down inside because you don't have genuine intentions. If you're not aligning yourself with genuine intentions, things are not going to work for you. You have to do stuff with genuine intentions because, for example, a charity. You could donate to a charity because, one, you want to donate because you want to help people. So your intention of that is to honestly donate to help people. And because of that, they're going to recognize it, they're going to see. And because of that, in your nature, you realize you did the right thing. Or you could be like, you know what, I just want to go ahead and donate to a tax group and have them not pay for my taxes. Because once again, you guys, there's a middle class, lower class, and upper class. Middle class people work the hardest. Middle class people is in, and this is, and what we're taught in America, once again, you guys, as I get bolder, as I get, I'm not going to expose America because America doesn't need me. Talks with Ty. America's already did it. I'm just here living in America, letting you all know my experiences. So know that from America being all chaos, because once again, I didn't find America. I didn't know anything about America until I was able to realize, oh, this is where I live. This is what's been going on. Even though I was taught a lot of stuff, I still had to, gain consciousness from my experiences because in life I experienced. I'm living. Ooh, I'm alive right now. You're alive right now. The world's not going to stop because Ty is I had a bad day yesterday. I'm still here, gracefully. And in the world we live in, all the problems, like I said, America, we're really good at starting our own problems, but we end them. That's why America gets the crap and the backlash that we do. That's what we're good at. We will go, and it's a joke because, for all you Australians and United Kingdom, you guys love to talk about us, but I don't blame you. I've never been there, hopefully in due time when I come out there, you guys, I can see the hype. But I believe in other places, they care about their people. And here, we're the only people divided. And I'm not saying there's not division in other places and that's that. But once again, experience, you guys. I don't live in other countries. I can't tell you about other countries and how their lifestyles are. So know that there are people in United Kingdom in Australia who DM me and they're like, it's different, Ty. We don't even have like, or Canada, like Annie, she's in Canada right now, like, or Bryson, he's in a different part of America. Like so many people in this life. Start living your best life for you because there's so many people in life. You're going to have good and bad days. I had a bad day yesterday. I'm having a better day today. You're going to have people, like I said, group of people talking about me. You think I'm going to turn around to go see them talk? No, what do I got to do? I got to get my hair done now. I got to make sure my hair looks good. So when they take my picture, it lasts forever. If those people don't want to change themselves, I can't convince them to become a better person. If they want to sit here, let them. People know what they're doing. People are aware of what they're doing. When people talk about you and then they be like, oh, hey, girl. And then they know what they're doing. Like I said, people, your insecurities, you don't have to tell on yourself. How you tell on yourself is how you carry yourself and how you speak. You don't have to tell, a person does not have to tell on themselves. So for me, you guys could tell I have a lot of energy. I talk with my hands. I get excited. I could be aggressive. You don't have to, you just observe. That's like having a conversation. If you tell somebody something and you said something, but they wasn't sure, and you're able to see that because how they responded, you're able to see, okay, we just had a miscommunication, or this person does not get it. You don't need to sit here. That's obvious that you realize from how the people respond to you in your conversations. That's why it's important to practice your communication, figure out who you are, because when you have conversations and you deal with people like that, it's always going to be an issue. You cannot worry or control what someone says or responds to you. All you can do is control how you respond and react. That's why you want to work on yourself. That's how you live. You practice with yourself. I can't go on my way telling people, oh, this and this and that. If I personally, when I talk, I may not know how to listen, or I may not know how to hear, or I don't know. Because when I speak to them, because how I talk to people, I want the same respect. Obviously, I'm learning that everyone's not me. So I'm working on my delivery. I've been told that time after time. Ty, you're not a bad person. I know you don't mean well. I know that you are honestly saying that you care about me, but it's how. It's how. It is not what. It is the how. What I said, that's called a communication. It's called a conversation. Anybody who could project sound verbally, baby, it's called speaking. Congratulations, you can talk. How did you say that? How are you communicating to people for them to respond? Because once again, people don't even realize, a lot of people just hear you, and because they just hear you, they're going to go off of their emotions. Listen to understand. Don't listen to reply. A lot of people do this. A lot of people are always in their feelings, and it's like everything does not always have to be personal. If you are listening sometimes, because I have moments like this too, I listen to understand. I try my best. If not, sometimes, you guys, I used to hear people. I would hear what they say and I would just respond. But if I listen to what that person said instead of just speaking, you don't have to speak and respond a certain type of way. Listen to how people are talking to you and how they're communicating to you. You cannot talk to someone the same way they talk to you if they don't comprehend, because you're going to have a hard time when it comes to other people. Why? Because none of us are the same. Did you know that? Ooh, once again, none of you are all talks with Ty. I'm not you. So how do I expect to think or to know that you're supposed to think the same way as me? How do you expect that? How do you expect? And that's the problem. If you take out the expectation, if you take out your expectations and have boundaries for yourself, anything that you allow or don't allow will just be bounced off of you. It will be a reflection. That's why I look at myself every single day in the mirror. Nobody can look me in my face and say something about me that I don't already know and will make me feel any type of way about, because I woke up in the morning and I knew that my neck was dented. I knew that my stomach, you telling me, I already know. Thank you. I'll just, you thank people, but you worrying about somebody else who's not doing anything for you does not get you anywhere. Stop worrying about the people who talk about people. Like I said, people are talking about me, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not even, to me, I'm not even nobody to be talking about just yet. I can understand a year from now, years from now, because, I'm going to be where I need to be. But even still, I'm not going to, even when I get to where I need to be, you guys think I'm going to be like, okay, so you guys, 5 people just said that they didn't like me. And they said that I'm just so, I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. You guys know I don't curse on here, but I'm going to say it again. I don't give a fuck. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. And I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck 3 times. Okay, no more cursing, you guys. But I don't care. Because what are these people doing for? Are they cutting my grass? Do I see anybody outside my mama's house cutting my grass? Nope. My mom doesn't even cut her grass. She got the people to do it for her. That's not her job. That's not their job. Focus on what you want to become. That's how you live your best life. Do what makes you happy. If you the only person, if you a guy, you like to wear nail polish and people want to call you gay, that doesn't define your masculinity. Do what you want to do. If you know you're comfortable with yourself, wear what you, if you're a larger person and you're like, oh my gosh, but Ty, all the thin girls, are those thin girls going to sit here and tell you how beautiful you are, or are you going to tell yourself? Because at the end of the day, they're going to think whatever they want about you. You're the one who has to wear the outfit, not them. That's why they feel comfortable talking about it. People talk about things they're not comfortable with themselves. People do that. That's what gossip chatterbox is. Like, people will sit here all day, every day. Oh my gosh, girl. Like, yeah, not knowing they're not doing anything. They're sitting in the same spot, in the same place, while that person is doing all the things that they're not doing. How do I know? Because y'all are in a group. That's how people are with me. They're in a group discussing what I'm doing or what I'm not doing while I'm on my vacation, while I'm, drinking my nice champagne, driving my nice car. These people are at home. They're not doing what I'm doing. That's why they're like, oh, who does she think she is? Don't be that person. Don't be that person. I would suggest and advise, because I can't tell you what to do, but I would just suggest and advise, don't be that person that you don't already like about, because they don't know themselves. And you have to understand not to take it personal. I know that the people who don't like me, they don't like themselves. That's not my problem. I'm sorry. All I could do is apologize. Honestly, like, I know people don't love themselves. How? Because how they carry themselves, like how they talk about other people. How someone talks about other people says a lot about themselves. You feel comfortable saying all this gossip? That means oh my gosh, like, how do you talk about yourself? You're not confident in you. Somebody, I'm gonna tell you, I'm very confident, you guys. I don't wake up wondering what people I don't like are doing. What the F? That is sick to me. That is scary. That is scary. That is so unhealthy. That is unhealthy. I'm sorry. That is unhealthy. That is toxic. I'm going to label that toxic. If you worry about people who do not do anything for you, you're toxic. Cut it out. They're leashes. People are going to drain you. How do I know? People have drained me so much. I realize, you guys, I'm disappointed with myself. And that's how I know. Never again will I let myself go. And not only will I never not let myself go, but never again will I give the nerve and the audacity to those people, because they did not deserve my time or energy. I was willing, once again, every single person I no longer is in my life, they couldn't cater to me how I was able to cater to them. Any boy that I dated, I took care of them. They weren't taking care of me. And it shouldn't be the other way around, but still, I deserved a lot much better. And I settled. Because I felt like I was so alone. And I realized, I'm Talks with Ty. I need to learn how to love myself and appreciate myself and be comfortable. I should be able to go out to eat by myself, live in my own apartment, live in my own house. I don't have to have a man or people around me. Be comfortable going out to eat. Be comfortable taking myself out. And then if I want to have relationships and build relationships because I know who I am, how am I supposed to be good to them and play my part to them? I don't even know who I am or have anything going for myself. To have a real long-lasting relationship or a foundation. A foundation is built. You don't marry the perfect person. You build your marriage. Your marriage is based off of the foundation. So if you have 2 people from 2 different worlds, I would suggest and advise, and to have a successful, long-lasting relationship is to treat it like such. Don't change anything. And scientifically proven, you guys, I've learned this from people. There are people who've been in divorce, and there are people who've been married. So you guys could Google this. They say statistically, it takes 6 months to, I think it's for men, it's 6 months. For females, it may be like 4 to 9. I don't know because gender or hormones, but just in general, for let's just say average people, 6 to 9 months is the first couple of stages of the what's it called, the honeymoon. Excuse me, wrong word, you guys, wrong H word. Hopefully, like I said, this is for children. The children should not be watching this video. But so the word is what's the word again, you guys? What did I just say? Not hormones, but starts with an H. I just lost the word, you guys. Honeymoon, excuse me. Okay. So honeymoon stage. After that, you start to see your partner, because a lot of people think, oh, I could change someone. And that was my problem. I used to see the potential in all the boys I used to date, and that was my problem. I saw the potential, but they showed me who they were, and they were never going to change. But because I'm just like, oh, yeah, I see the potential because, I want them to do well, I wanted them. And that was another big red flag. That's what I'm saying. You got to get out your head. You got to know who you are and see how people are for themselves, because people tell on themselves without saying anything to you. I wasn't comfortable with myself. I didn't trust myself to be alone because I'm trying to see a potential in a man who's already showed me multiple times he was not going to become this man. And because I didn't know, I got manipulated mentally, emotionally, physically, and my consequences. Now I'm literally back on my feet, literally on the ground, knees, hands. I'm on all fours trying to get myself back together. And it's nothing wrong with that. I had to accept that. Ty, she lost herself. I lost myself. This is not the first time. I lost myself when my father passed away. I lost myself then. I'm getting myself back. And it takes time. It takes time. It took me 3 years to embrace my father. This relationship, I'm suffering now. I have consequences for me not being responsible, for me physically, like I said, what I put myself, I'm now dealing with my consequences. But if you want to do better, you will practice. You will accept, and you will feel. It's not going to be immediate. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have days where you feel good. You're going to stop. You're going to stop. It's a pace. It's a journey. And understand, you do it at your time. When it comes to mental health awareness, it's not a set stone. That's what your life. That's why you don't compare your life to other people, because everybody's life is going to be different, because none of us have the same set of eyes. All of us can see, but all of us don't have the same vision. Yes, we can all walk. Yes, we can all talk. We don't talk and walk the same. We don't look the same. Why do you think people are going to think the same? You don't look like your neighbor, so you guys are just neighbors. You live in the same community. Even with your house, you don't have the same exact address. You guys can have the same exact building, but because it's one house that's different from it has to have its own label. We are our own people. You are your own self. You are your own person. And that's like children. I had to realize that. Once you have a child, that individual is now their own person. They're their own being. They have their own life. What they choose and do, it's not going to be the same as you, and in learning to accept that. So lastly, I would like to say is to take your time. When it comes to living your best life, or how you start living your best life, you have to take your time, because your life is for you. It may take you 20 years to go through trials and tribulation. It may take you 5 years afterwards to clean it up. It may take you 50 years, and then it may take you 2 years. It may take you 30. There's no set number, you guys, because in life, the only thing that stays the same is the year. So there's no specific time. Like literally, it's no specific date. There are days in our life that stand us to the most because of how it's affecting us, but there's no specific day. Like, for example, the day you were born. Didn't nobody tell you that you was gonna arrive like me? I was born on a Sunday at 8:02. I didn't know any idea, and they probably told my mom, hey, she was gonna be born on this day. I think I was born like way earlier than what I was supposed to be. I think I was born the day of the baby shower or something. Like, you don't know. People can say, oh yeah, like things happen how they're supposed to. Things are supposed to happen how they're supposed to. It takes you to be in the right state of mind and for you to be doing the right thing and everything else around. Because everything else is in front of you. The car that I want is down the street. Not literally, but the BMW, the Audi, they sell the cars that I want. I see them all the time. And I'm getting closer and closer to really aligning because it's like, okay, I see the Benz, I see the BMW, I seen the X4 yesterday. I forgot, where did I go yesterday, you guys? Oh, I just said I got my hair done. So yesterday I seen the cars. I was like, ooh, this is a car I about to be getting. It's already there. I see people drive it all the time. I see them all the time. Everything that you want is in front of you. You want McDonald's? McDonald's is down the street. You have McDonald's money? What are you gonna do to get the McDonald's? They sell French fries. They sell McFlurries. You want a McFlurry? You want your hair done? They sell hair at the beauty supply store. You want to go to Six Flags? You just gotta wait for it to open. They have whatever you want. You can. You want a cell phone? They got iPhones at the mall. You want to go to the mall? The mall's down the street. Whatever you want is in front of you. You just need to be patient with yourself, accept what you have, and figure out how do you go about it. Don't say that you can't do nothing. So lastly, stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. If nobody else believes in you, that would be the best person to believe in is yourself. I'm becoming my own hype man because if everybody else wants to be against me, if everybody, like I said, people want to talk badly about me, why not talk highly about myself? So therefore, every single time that I know myself, and when people try to come and say, oh, talks with Tide, that's just an opinion. If it's not uplifting me, if it's not going to educate me, if it's not going to benefit me, and if I can't be considerable to consider what you're saying because it's positive and really trying to better, to install, that's just how people, and as I said, people are going to talk, you guys. Let them. You don't live your best life by worrying about what people have to say about you who aren't doing. Like I said, the people that talk about me the most, they don't know nothing. They just see what I allow them to see. People only know what you show them, and people don't know everything. People are going off of my social media. On my social media, I post food. So if you see like, oh, you think she's rich. I'm supposed to eat. I don't eat 3 times a day how I'm supposed to, but I eat once, maybe at that. Like, you're supposed to eat. You're supposed to eat. If you don't eat, you can't use the restroom. If you don't use the restroom, you'll die. That's what constipation is. And how do I know? I have stomach problems, you guys. Like, people have personal problems. People are going through things every single day in their life. Like, don't take it personal from people who are not trying to become who you want to be or get to where you need to be, because they're in the way. They're in the way, and you're done. There's so many people in this world. Why not live for you? Surround yourself with people who want to see you do well, because people that want best for you, they're gonna tell you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Live your life. Don't forget to say YOLO. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below. And make sure you guys are subscribed, sharing this video, and liking this video as well. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Twitter at Ty_guidance, and on Facebook at Talks with Ty to stay up to date. Until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much. I'm way over my time. I'll be back tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. But don't give up on yourself, and don't take nothing